Hello and welcome, my emotionally unstable creatures of the night. It's SJB here, and we've got some more chimps for you, but of course, we get another twist on our hands. It's like we're playing Bop It today, but we're not bopping it, and we're not flicking it. It's all about that twist. So, we're going to play with only third-tier towers today. That means that we max out at the third-tier upgrades. We can never buy a fourth tier, and we can never buy a fifth tier, and of course, never buy an A++ Master or any sort of Paragons in here. If we really get down and deep and think about this, I mean, most of the great upgrades in the game are fourth-tier towers. Everything gets better and stronger and faster as time goes on. But today, we're taking that all away, and we're limiting ourselves in such a mysterious and odd way that I don't really know how this is going to go down. So to start ourselves off, we're going to start off in SJB fashion with attack shooter here and see if this guy's going to keep us in the game. Seemingly no. Different positioning for the win. Alright, so we're going to try to get a blade shooter pretty quick up in here. I think that's one of the best starting towers in the game that'll allow us to get our hero flowing and hopefully get some other really good third-tier towers pretty soon. Now, the weird thing about this strategy is there is no saving up money anymore. Usually, at least as far as I play the game, I try... Uh-oh. Oh, snap. These green balloons, man. Already kind of getting scary up in here. Usually, I try to kind of get started in the game. I get some pretty decent towers that I think are going to last me until around 70 or 80 or something along those lines. Well, I save up my 20, 30, 40, 50, or even $60,000 for my big fifth tier. And then my big fifth tier carries me all the way through to the end of the game while I still kind of like support everything and kind of get things going. That's completely turned around today. An interesting twist of events. Causing us to basically not have to save up any money at all. Every bit of tiny little bit of money here that we can spend, we could basically spend it whatever we want. And I say that with a small twinge of difference here. We could save up for some of the more expensive third-tier towers in the game. For example, Super Monkeys. Super Monkeys are probably the only tower that I'm thinking third tiers are still pretty expensive for. I mean, the Sun Avatar, $21,600, the Robo Monkey, $8,600, and $6,000 for this guy. Everything else, as far as third tiers are concerned, I mean, the beefiest of them, Monkey Aces, the $3,000 here. I mean, Heli Pilots at about $5,000, $3,000 total for those guys. I mean, it's just absurd. Even Dartling Guns, man, $5K for this puppy. Like, this is nothing, bro. We just get to pop these down whenever we feel like it. So what I want to do is I want to get myself started in this game. And I think one of the main ways to get started in here is by being actually pretty efficient with our money. And I think what I want to try to do is I want to try to go for a Monkey Commerce with a radar scanner here and even possibly do another village going jungle drums or even primary training on that guy. I haven't decided exactly how I want to do it. I know I'm limited on space on this this map here because there's a lot of blue area basically coming through here. I don't have all this space in the middle here for like 6 villages or anything like that. So we have to try to be as efficient as we possibly can while also being pretty smart about how we're going to play this game. And of course, being limited to third tiers not only hurts us in the late game, around 90+, but it also hurts us kind of right about now-ish. I mean, I might be starting to save up for a fourth tier tower at this point, or maybe even starting to save up for a fifth tier tower at this point. Actually, no, that's probably a lie. Probably saving up for a third tier or a fourth tier right now. Oh, crap. Oh, my goodness, man. This blade shooter's actually keeping it pretty well here, but I don't know if it's going to last forever. All right, we're going to go for our village. I'm thinking, again, a double dose of villages is probably going to be important for us. So I'm deciding on positioning a little bit. If I get one of them here, this would be pretty good to get all of my bottom path village action going on, because I'm building some Super Monkeys and things like that, which the price difference will be actually pretty phenomenal here for third tiers on the bottom over here. It's still going to be in range of this guy and a couple other people as we go on, and I think I do have to probably go for a bigger radius on this one. But I think for my next village, I can swap it up and do something a little bit more, more ordinary, I suppose. So here we go. We got monkey business going on. Still doing pretty good overall. This is, by the way, a real chimps game. Oh, I don't have any cam detection, do I? Dang. Alright, I guess we're going a random ninja kind of down here in somewhat kind of a weird spot, but that's okay, because we're going Super Monkeys over here, and maybe this guy will be a little cheaper as well. I don't know. But we've got some cam protection. That's the main thing. And I got to get a second village going as well. Maybe I'm being a little too crazy with my villages, bro, but I really do feel like that small little bits of money that we're going to be saving over the long term here is going to be well worth the somewhat difficult time in the early part of this game here. All right, second Monkey Commerce is up. Now whenever we buy any sort of upgrades whatsoever, they're cheaper. And actually, this is not a bad spot for a ninja up to a flash bomb. Very good for late game super ceramics and reinforced super ceramics, just to slow them down, let my other towers do the work. Alrighty, what's next on the agenda? I mean, a super monkey would not be a bad idea at all. It's going to be great for Moabs and everything, but I'm still going to be kind of scared of my lack of cam detection right now. I think a ninja discipline, sharp shurikens, seeking shuriken can probably take down round 33, so I can wait on my village for a little while I save up for the super monkey. Let's see how it works out. Ooh, let's see how this is going to go down. Looks like the ninja is quite powerful here. So powerful that if you guys want to be unbelievably powerfully nice to me, please press that like button. Very much appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do that as well. So here we go. Super monkey is officially up in range of 1 village for now, and probably going to go in range of 2 villages later on. I think a second village is going to have to pop right there. I think. I'm going to see how things go, but I think. And this isn't that big of a difference, but a 15% discount long-term for all of my towers, basically, is going to be pretty absurd. Like, I don't see how I could possibly go wrong with it, to be completely honest with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop down my second village now. I think I'm pretty comfortable on popping power, and my cam detection is definitely a little on the weak side here. We're going to pop our second village just... We're going to go like this. We're going to go bigger radius, and we're going to pop him just on the edge of being in range of this other village. Boop. And that gives me enough room in here for any sort of primary monkeys that I want to fit in here, and that's what we got to do. We got to go bigger radius. We got to go jungle drums. Still going to power up Pat and everything, and then we're going to go for that regrow blocker and radar scanner, and hope that this ninja can still stop round 37 camos. Hopefully. I don't want to have to buy... You know what? I'll buy the caltrops just to be safe. Hopefully. Hopefully this is still being safe. Hopefully this is still kind of scary here. Lots of pinks flopping out right now, but... Woo! With the caltrops, we saved the day. Oh, so tight, man. This seriously is one of the tightest spots I've ever been in my entire life. And let me tell you guys, been in a lot of different tight spots, all right? Winkety wink. Get my drift. Yeah, I'm a cave diver, bro. I'm a cave diver. You know? I'm winkety wink. Oh, God, what? Chris! Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Everybody says you're a kid-friendly YouTuber, bro. Start being kid-friendly again. Okay, I guess we could probably try to do that, I suppose. We're going to go for a super range. Laser blasts. That's my plan for now. I'm thinking of probably a sun avatar. I mean, I don't see why that would be a bad idea. Oh, definitely need this camo detection, though. For sure. For round 42, and we got it. All right, so this is a very weird setup so far. Don't get me wrong. I understand how absolutely phenomenally goofy this setup is. But I think long-term, I set myself up pretty well. I've got pretty much everybody in range of at least camo detection and jungle drums, but I'm going to go all the way up to primary training here so I can allow myself to get primary monkeys in the range over here as well and power those guys up. So I've got a couple weirdo towers that I'm definitely going to have to build quite a few of. I'm thinking Moab Maulers are going to be one of the ones that I'm going to have to build a lot of, and that having this primary village is going to help us out a lot. Possibly some other tack shooters. I don't know if tack sprayer or hot shots with even more tacks would be a good idea, but all of those are definitely possible for us. And I'm going to definitely need some sort of Moab glue up in here for later on in the game. Probably not right now, but a Moab glue maybe in this general vicinity is probably a good idea, so let's just throw them down there just to get them out of the way, I suppose. Then we're going to throw down another cannon. Nothing wrong with going for a couple cannons early on. Moab Maulers are, believe it or not that bad of a tower, even at this point in the game. Now, what's sad about this is not in range of my monkey commerce. I only can get whatever towers I get inside of here in range of both of my villages. So these are not in range yet, but that's okay. We're going to go for our Moab Mauler. And I am feeling the extra range and the frag bombs. All right, we're going to go for the second one. Let's do it. All right, it's not like the most phenomenal play of all time, but again, what really matters here is the long-term strategy, and I believe that that is good for our long-term strategy. Put these guys both on strong. And I gotta admit, life is pretty good right now. I think what I want to do next is, even though it seems a little bit silly, I think it's probably best to go for our Sun Avatar right now. It's kind of expensive, but for sure, once we get that guy, there's not really very much that's going to kill us for, like, a long time. Probably through round 80 easy, and then probably going all the way through into the 80s. The Sun Avatar will carry us. With a couple other support towers and Pat and things like that, of course. But I'm feeling pretty good right now. Let's see how we do on round 49. We'll see how we do against the first Moab here. And if those both go smoothly, we'll see you guys probably for round 63 or so. And so far, I gotta tell you, third tier towers can be pretty dominant. Look at this setup, man. Woo! This is good. And even round 50, the first Moab gets annihilated. The second set of ceramics going to come out here, no problem. And of course, the second Moab can be just as easy as the first because we're not letting any balloons sit on the screen and have like time to do things. All right, there we go. I'm feeling really comfy, so we'll see you guys in a couple rounds here, or when we make the next big play. It's still going uber smooth right now. We've got enough money for a Sun Avatar and the Epic range on this guy. I should mention that the Epic range, a lot of people don't understand how the range works on the Super Monkeys. It's much easier to understand when it's a base Super Monkey. When you get a regular extra range, what's the extra range called? The Super range. When you get a Super range, his Pierce is going to basically double from 1 to 2. It's kind of weird, because it's a $1,000 upgrade. Why would you double his damage? At that point, it's kind of weird, but like it makes sense that Ninja Kiwi was just like, well, we got to add it somewhere for other different towers. For example, if a Sun Avatar has, I don't know exactly how much Pierce, but if he's got 8 Pierce per shot, adding 1 more on there to make it 9 isn't really that big of a deal. But as a base Super Monkey, doubling that crap can be really, really good. Once you get up to Epic range, and I'm fairly certain about this, but I'm not 100% certain, that's going to add 2 more on top of that to give you a total of 4. I could be mistaken, it could be just a total of 3. But I believe it's 4 total Pierce then for a regular Super Monkey. So just buying a Super Monkey with Epic range, it's actually a really, really good investment overall. Especially if you alchemize or something like that. Like, you have a really crazy amount of damage and Pierce out of a weirdo base Super Monkey, you know? But then if you want to get a little fancier with it, when you finally start getting up to other third-tier towers, the range doesn't necessarily give you that much extra. As far as Pierce is concerned, it still gives you that range, but just a little bit of something extra, nothing big. But now, if you have to build another Super Monkey, for example, right here next to my other Super Monkey, and you're already buying the Super range and the Epic range, and then you want to buy a Robo Monkey, well, do you need more Pierce here? Maybe. This is where it gets a little funky. Because if I was going to go up to a Tech Terror, 100% I would go Ultra Vision Knockback. 100%. But without any extra Pierce here, this Robo Monkey is going to be kind of weak, and if I try to use him as some sort of support Robo Monkey, where I'm just going to knock him back and hope for the best here with a tiny bit of extra range, it's not going to do very much. So I think I'm actually better off still going Laser Blast and Plasma Blast on this guy, even though I would like to go for the bottom path if I got a Tech Terror. Interesting strategy. Different kind of play, but it is what it is. So you are noticing that we are taking advantage of this situation. We could have built a bunch of other random third-tier towers all over the place, but I've really taken apart and gone down into the most expensive third tiers, and I think it makes sense. You're going to take advantage of the situation whenever you can. All right, I'm not talking about, you know, cheating in any way. You know, we don't want to, like, we don't want to cheat in a board game or a video game or sports game or whatever. I'm not talking about cheating. We're just using the rules to our advantage, and I think that that is okay. All right, I think that's like playing the game very smartly. Maybe, at least in my situation. So I got to admit, there's a couple towers in this entire system here that are just completely worthless. There's a couple that I just don't think I'm going to use like at all. I don't think I could use an engineer. None of these make any sense. Cleansing film, maybe if I really need some DDT stuff, but probably not. Druid. If I could get a Populus Druid, yes, this would make sense. But these three, nope, not even going to think about it. Alchemist is a maybe. He could still probably be used. Ninja is already being used, even though I wouldn't really expect him to be all that powerful. In fact, I guess we're going to go Flash Bomb right now. Yeah, let's just get him going. Wizard is one of those ones that I was thinking about whether or not I should build one. And at first, I was thinking a Dragon's Breath Wizard would be like fan-frickin-tastic. But I don't know about that. So instead, I might, maybe, think about doing a Shimmer if DDTs end up becoming an issue later on. But I think just having cam detection on all these guys is probably good enough rather than relying on a decamoization for all of my other guys that aren't going to be in range of these villages. At least, that's what I think. So, yeah, there's a lot of different options here. Mortar, I'm just not going to use at all. The third tiers are no good for me. Fourth tiers are the way to go. Dartling guns, too expensive for what we're going to get late game, man. I don't know. I want to use these three. I just don't really feel like they're going to be effective. So I'm not going to waste my money. Same thing with this guy. I don't really feel like the Monkey Ace is going to be all that effective. But heli pilots, there's one in particular that I'm eyeballing. The Moab Shove. Moab Shove is great late game. And that's where we're getting right now. We're getting up into the late game action. So we got to think about a Moab shove fairly soon. Not like right now or anything like that, but fairly soon. Of course, we cannot use any of the water towers here. And I don't think snipers are going to be all that effective. Bouncing bullets, not bad. So if I have a little bit of extra money in the late game, maybe a bouncing bullet or something like that. Then at least there's only a few towers here left over that we can actually make something happen with. Boomerangs maybe, but probably not. I'm thinking mostly cannons. And maybe an ice tower mixed in there. Like an icicles or something, just to blow up some of the balloons and hopefully blow up some of the BFBs kind of around it. In fact, I think I'm going to do that before I forget. It doesn't really meld super well with everything, but I still think it's going to be effective long term. So we're going to go for a quick ice shards. And even though it seems a little weird, I'm going to go for the larger radius because I feel like we're just out of range of really where I want to get a lot of my popping power. So I'm going to go larger radius, and I'm going to go refreeze here. It's a pretty good range on our ice tower. And I think for the rest of, oh god, we did not do all that good. One ice tower is going to fit in there. Can we fit a bunch of tack shooters at the very least? All right, we can fit a couple tack shooters. Do I want to fit anybody else? Boomerang, no. Dart monkey, no. I think tack shooters are probably our best bet. I could alchemize some people in the middle of all of that, but I still don't think that's going to be all that effective. So I think I'm stuck with just base tack shooters. Maybe a glue gunner. Maybe one more glue gunner. I don't think so. I think I already got my glue gunner. All right, we're going for it. Here's a Moab glue. And with my Moab glue, I am going to go for the blue splatter. And we already put this guy on strong, so he's hitting the strongest blues. I got a lot of money saved up, by the way. We're getting into free play with $22,000 here. Feels pretty good, to be completely honest. Now it's going to become a little bit of a weirdo spam of, like, mysterious towers that don't necessarily make that much sense. All right, I think I'm going to go for a tax-bearer even fast shooting and a hot shots even fast shooting. So here we go. We're going to go one hot shots with more tax and one of these guys with faster shooting. Just kind of like the trifecta of tac shooters. No, they're not perfect, but I believe for the amount of money that we spent on them, they will be fairly effective. Of course, I would love to have a Ring of Fire and an Overdrive and an Maelstrom, but those are not allowed today, my friends. They're sadly not allowed. All right, so where can we fit our expensive towers in range of some of these villages? All right. This guy will not have cam detection, so he won't hit DDTs if I put him over here. But he will be cheaper. If I put him over here, he'll get that cam detection, but he won't be cheaper. I think that's sadly where we're going to have to put him, because I need that cam detection. I need that DDT power. Unless I do the wizard strategy. All right, that's what we're doing. We're going to decamelize some of these balloons so I don't rely on my villages. Shimmer is up. And I'm just going to buy the Guided Magic and Arcane Blood. Just Guided Magic is good enough. I think that's fine. And here we go. We're going to throw it down in range over here. Just the one village. I'm going to buy that Moab Chef. I'm also going to buy the Quad Darts and the Pursuit, just so I don't have to worry about anything. And now we've got a lot of stalling power right here, folks. A lot of stalling power, and I believe the best play for us to do right now, this is in range of some village. I would like to have the cam detection, though, just for them. It doesn't really matter too much. Okay, we're going to throw them down. We're going to go for that Unstable Concoction. It's kind of goofy. We're going to go large potions as well. And I hope that because we're bundling these guys up very well, this explosive damage will actually just help us out a lot. And then, believe it or not, I've got a sort of a wicked idea here. All right, this is not the best strategy ever or anything like that, but I do believe that this is going to help us out in the long run. I'm going to buy a bunch of weirdo spike factories. All right, a bunch of them. We're thinking like this many spike factories, and I'm going to buy them. Oh my god, look at this popping power, bro. Woo! 87 getting a little tricky here. I don't really like it, man. And we get 0 abilities by going third tiers, too. All right, we're going to have to go for a Moab Shredder. But then what I want to do is I want to go long reach and smart spikes, because I get to target them. And I want him to not do any of this. Smart seems like it sucks. It's supposed to be going at the Moabs, bro. Oh, all right, so we're going to have to swap this strategy instead. We're going to go bigger stacks. All right. I also want the lead popping power for DDTs, so there we go. This is where a lot of our money is going right now. I don't love it, but it is what it is. Most of these guys are going to throw mostly over here, hopefully, and just a few are going to randomly throw over there. I've used up most of my money at this point, though. I'm down to $4,000. That's scary. Okay, so I've got a Moab glue. Do I want a second Moab glue? I don't think so. Okay, I know what I want to do. This is my one last tower that I think is going to be my most expensive-ish tower in the game. With my other 2 Super Monkeys, we're going to go for the trifecta of 3rd-tier Super Monkeys. We have to go for a Dark Knight, and with my Dark Knight, I'm still going to go Laser Blast, Plasma Blast. I need that Pierce. I need it. Okay, I would not mind some more slowdown, specifically some more balloon slowdown, so I might end up going for some sort of Arctic Wind near the back here. I think it's a good idea. Let's go for an Arctic Wind, like, right about yonder. And we're going to go boom, 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 Arctic Wind. I can't get the Snowstorm for the more range, so we're going to go with the larger radius. We're going to hope that this is enough to kind of get me over here. I don't think it's going to be, though. All right, larger radius and refreeze. Okay, it's not terrible. I would have loved to put them a little higher, though. I would have loved. All right, how about we get the first set of DDTs? Oh, no, it's the second set. Oh, I didn't even notice the first set. Too worried about all my weird towers over here. All right, Dark Knight's up, Laser Blasts are up, Plasma Blast coming soon. We're going to need that for around 95 here. Still going pretty well. Have not had to use a majority of my 3 abilities that I have. Pat's ability going strong here. Going pretty strong. We get the Plasma Blast up. I think I got to go for another Heli Pilot. I think I got to stall these Moabs even better and maybe get a little bit more balloon popping power because this is very overwhelming. Holy crap, how do we get more balloon popping power out of these guys? I don't think these guys are going to do anything. Cluster bombs, maybe. Cryo cannon, maybe. I mean, I could glue hose them or balloon dissolver them, but I don't know if that's going to do much. Maybe just hosing them down will be good. Let's see, can I get anything else that's going to be, like, effective here? A downdraft heli. Just goofy enough to work. All right, screw it. I'm going for it. I'm afraid of Super Cerams. I can get them for cheap. Cheapish. And we're going to go for this downdraft heli, and we are going to go for that Quad Darts in Pursuit. I don't love it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And we're going to hope that we still got enough DDT popping power here with everything. It's actually looking pretty good overall. DDTs do not seem to be a major issue for us, which is good. It's very good. 3rd-tier towers end up being powerful. Great. All right, I think I can go for a couple more cannons still in range over here, hopefully. Moab Mauler, spam it up. That combo. Don't need many, just a few. Can't think of what else I want to build here, man. This is getting tricky. We still got to pop round 98, which is a huge balloon level, and round 100. Those are my 2 that I'm really afraid of. Round 99 does not seem that bad for us. DDTs have generally been destroyed, so we're not going to focus on getting any DDT popping power. Just stuff for everything else. These guys aren't in range. I mean, we could go for a Moab Mauler over here. That'll get me cheaper, but it won't really be all that effective. Good enough for me, though. We're going for it. Oh, we can't fit it here. Great. Great. Fantastic. Okay, 4 more rounds to go, my friends. A lot of people think that's 3 rounds. But you got to remember, you got to count. 97, 98, 99, and 100? That's 4 rounds, bro. Whoa. Did that blow your mind? Yeah, probably. Blew it. Okay. We still got $4,000. I think, let's see if we can fit any more cannons in here. If I can, that's, like, the way to go. All right, this is not, like, a great spot. You know, I'm going to use it for balloon popping power. Yeah, I'm going to use it for balloon pop power. We're going to go for a, cluster cannon with heavy bombs. Now, I have not actually double-checked to make sure that I haven't built any 4th tiers on accident, but I really hope that I didn't accidentally build any 4th tiers. I'm really not trying to. I promise you. Like, I don't know if I built any of these to anything else. No, it does not seem like it. All right, round 98, though. This is beefy. Let's get Pat angry here. I'm not going to do any hugs, though. I prefer him to regular attack. I don't need any extra help here. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. Slayano Avatar is really carrying us right now with 600,000 pops. RoboMonkey, not bad at all with 400k. This guy, for the time that he's existed, 100k is not bad at all. I gotta put this guy on strong for right now, though. They're getting to the very end here. I think I need another... Oh, man, what do we do? What do we do? I don't know what to build. I talked about the glue, but I don't know if that's gonna help for Anything else? We're just going to hope for the best. Hope for the best. Hope for the best. And there it is. Round 98's taken down. All right, so for round 100 here, we're just going to build these in sort of stupid spots. We're just going Muller and Spike Factories. All right, there's another one of those. And we're going to build one sort of with a back-ish area. Get it for cheaper. And, ooh, I can't afford the red hot spikes, though. Dang. All right, let's get Pat angry kind of early here. We might get it back a second time around. Spike Factory is definitely doing a pretty good job here for what they're meant to do. Everybody's working together here. Third tier towers. Can they take down a bad balloon, though? It's getting pretty far. Oh, and there it goes. It pops. DDTs get demolished. And we've only got 2 Oh My Gods left, and I think that means we are going to do it, my friends. Third tier towers only can beat chimps. And we get a weird, stupid looking texture insta-monkey. Fantastic. Wonderful. Now the question is, can we go further? Oh. I know I might be blowing your minds right now thinking, hey, Chris, this is not possible to go further than round 100. Well, we just beat round 101 without any issues. And usually TDTs take us down, and TDTs aren't taking us down right now. So what do we do next? Well, I have very little money, first of all. That is something to be noted. The amount of money that is coming in right now is hundreds of dollars from popping like a oh my god. It's kind of absurd. We beat 102 though. All right, I think I gotta go more maulers. If I can get them anywhere on the screen, if I can put them anywhere in oh my god. There we go. Another one of these guys. They're getting far. I think I need another heli pilot. Moab, shove them. All right, I can't get him inside of the range of the village though. Just gonna throw him down here. Moab shove is up. Oh, baby. 103. I think we might do it. Oh, maybe not. That's a lot of oh my gods. That's a lot of oh my gods. Luckily, Pat is still doing a great job here. Bloons getting slowed down in the back, but no! There's too many Moabs! They don't get popped fast enough. And there it is, 103. Honestly, I feel fantastic about that, though. I really do feel fantastic about that. And we only use 5 abilities, which is kind of funny. And we got 700,000 with our Monkey Star here, the Sun Avatar. I don't know, bro. I feel pretty confident. I feel pretty good about that. Way better than I was expecting, to be completely honest with you guys. No continues. That was actually a Black Chimps Medal, right? I think so. If you guys enjoyed, then make sure you press that like button for me. Make sure you subscribe. And, of course, have a super duper delicious day.